All right, hey everyone, this is Team IntX. We are a team from SIUE and I'm involved in the student organization at SIUE called SPARC. This is Michael here, I'm Scott, then we have Sam over there, and then we have Matt. So the problem we decided to face at this hackathon is the issues facing college students. So all of us being college students, we're pretty acquainted with a lot of issues that we experience every day, and we kind of all decided that a pretty common issue that we all face is finding good study spots to study at, in the crunch times between classes, and especially like study spots that will be able to accommodate all the needs that you need, like outlets, good lighting, all that kind of stuff. So our solution to this issue was StudyServ.
So StudyServ is basically a website, and it's a collection of study spots that were uploaded by users for other users. And it has a bunch of information on the different study spots. So like Scott mentioned, it has like outlets, like seating, and like if there's like food, coffee. And so it's you can search for basically your school and your area to find study spots near you, and then you can filter depending on what you're looking for. And having said that, we're now going to run through a quick demo.
All right, so as you can see here, this is our homepage of our website. Oh, this is not our homepage of the website. Sorry about that. This is our homepage of the website. As you can see, we have a search bar, and then below that, we have just some automatic results that pop up for locations that are near you where you are currently. As you can see, they don't have ratings or any of the information. They're just some automatic stuff that pops up. If you search, so for example, we can search for UMSL. It pops us up into here, and this is a list of all of our study spots. Now, instead of searching for UMSL, if you go back to the previous page, there is a search by school button. So we can go down, find University of Missouri St. Louis, click it, it takes you to a curated list of study spots near you. Now you'll notice on the sidebar we have filters, such as whether we want to have group seating, we want it to have a low background noise, and it automatically pairs the list down to what you need. And as you'll see below each result, there are different boxes it checks off. So for example, the Quiet Lounge has group seating and outlets, low background noise, but doesn't have outdoor seating. Okay.
All right. And if you may have noticed with all these options here, they're not just limited to, say, perhaps restaurants or fast food places. They're also, it can also be like small little places and name places that you might find on campus, like say the Quiet Lounge, which is not too far from here. And another feature that you can also incorporate into the website is adding features of your own. Like if you don't find a place that we have listed here, you might list that onto there of your own.
That's fine. I have to cut you off here, unfortunately. Apologize for that. We're time is scheduled, so thank you, Team NX. We have now 2 minutes for questions for the judges. Any questions?
Okay. How do you plan on like solving something like how many people are actually there at a time? Like, can you figure out like just like a quick summary of how you would do that?
Yeah, sure. So there's a couple ways we can do that using like Google Traffic and stuff like that. Obviously, we haven't implemented that right now. But also you can do, since this is user curated, the users are the smartest people as far as knowing their study spot. So if you study at the quiet room several times and want to add that, you know it's going to be quiet. So you would say noise level is low for this spot. If you go to a Starbucks, there's always 1,000 people around, so you know the noise level is going to be loud.
Okay, got it, thanks.
Have you considered how much you could trust the data, knowing that it's coming from users?
So those are, once again, up to future decisions as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like there's a lot of websites that are similar to what this does. If you think about Yelp, that's completely just user trusted, and that's the whole idea of like being able to have like reviews. If you noticed when we did the search results, there were like, and like actual like out of how many stars reviews that you could have. So in that kind of sense, you can get a gist of like how accurate the information is because there's a lot of people that are reviewing it, not just the one person that posted it.
I think my question kind of piggybacks on that. So with all the stuff going on with the pandemic, right, it's not unheard of to show up someplace that says on Google that it's open and, oh, sorry, we have short staff, so too bad, so sad. Are you thinking that the user-driven updates would update that as well, or is there another way that you've kind of thought through some of those things?
So I don't believe we've actually talked about like concerns from the pandemics, but that could definitely be something we address in the future.
Yeah, not necessarily, I mean, pandemic's just an example, right?
Sure.
It's just the sudden closures or any of those other things that can pop up.